when it comes the communication, speaking, and your subject?
Well, when it comes to communication, there is a huge gap in between what I see in the university level and what I experience going to the corporate levels while going to train them in the corporate sector. So in the university, the students have different needs because nowadays, based on the basic education system, specifically when it comes to communication, it is never addressed in the academic situation, like starting from the very beginning, from the elementary level, then mid-level school and high-level schools. And when it comes to corporate, I see a completely different scenario, like they need the communication first. They need to know how to communicate verbally, non-verbally, and via writing. When it comes to writing an email, they actually don't know how to write a formal email. What is an apology email? What is email that requires no immediate action? So how to address those kind of things in case of written communication, oral communication, they are struggling. So their needs are basically specific when it comes to corporate sector. It differs, it varies from position or from companies to company. But when it comes to the university level, the students actually needs more of a basic kind of training. For example, I can talk about my
basic
university
kind of skill sets,
like based on four skills.
Yeah.
Based on 4 skills, all they have to focus on just to complete the course somehow and then pass.
Right.
And then they completely forget what they've learned. They just focus on passing the exam for the time being.
Yeah.
And I would also like to share one thing with you, that is the students who we are getting in the university level, their basic is not at all satisfactory.
Okay.
Because their schooling is not good. They are coming from very good schools, but the thing is, it comes to English and their competency based on the basic 4 skills, reading, writing, speaking, and listening, they are focused to writing only most of the time, not even reading, not even listening, not even speaking. So listening and speaking is the thing that they need to learn for the first time in coming to the university level, and they are struggling a lot because.
And they also need to understand why they need to learn. And to me, let me just add you, it's not a problem, right? Somebody coming from very poor background or village. But the problem is if you are not taking care right now where you are, isn't it?
Exactly. So communication is a thing that they don't at all understand. We often find some good students who have a very good basics of understanding it in terms of grammar and writing. They can write grammatically correct sentences. But when it comes to speaking before an audience, they fumble, they feel shy, they just can't open up. And they
not confident.
Exactly, because they are not familiar, exposed to that kind of learner-friendly situations. Like they are exposed to teacher-centered environment where teacher is the only focus and teacher is giving lecture and the students are just listening to it. But nowadays we are actually trying to come up with an innovative kind of environment where we promote creativity. We try to make it exactly. We try to create a learner-friendly, learner-centered classroom where learners are the focus and we are basically the facilitators. We facilitate learning and they do the rest of the thing. They do activity, they make group works, they keep on moving, keep on making discussions.
Right.
So this is how we are doing it, just to improve their communication skill. But still it's not enough.
Because why the student need to upgrade the skill sets that you are talking about?
What I have found or experienced that even if they try to speak based on what they write, but still as they are not familiar with the sub-skills of speaking, the sub-skills might be pronunciation, might be rhythm, might be accent, might be gesture, intonation, your vocal variety, your eye contact, your gesture, your expression. So for that, there's a huge gap in how they are communicating and how they should communicate. So these are the things that we are trying to address nowadays, but not all the teachers are trying to do it because teachers also need the training. And even they are being trained regularly, but those trainings are basically on the basic skills, but not on the sub skills. So
Correct.
the sub-skills are always ignored.
So what you said, essentially the different compartment of communication, you said the body language, you said the tone, the expression, you said gesture, eye contact. So this is the important thing, because what we understood maybe earlier, as I did, like communication is like only the speaking, I speak, or the write.
But actually not.
Yeah. So does it, does it varies the way we communicate if we learn this?
Yes, of course it varies, because the first thing that you get, that you receive in your own skill, that is your confidence. Confidence comes basing on all these sub-skills, like when you know how to make the eye contact, and when you know what gestures you're supposed to give, how to use your stage, how to do the stage crafting when you're having a space and they are supposed to role play, and how to use the stage or the platform properly, that actually matters a lot. And when you know it, you look way confident. Your pronunciation might not be that good. You might have a little problem in your grammar, but still if you know the other factors, other sub-skills, like the non-verbal communication also matters. They are complementary actually. You just can't stand at one position and keep on speaking based on a list of notes that you've covered to make your presentation. It's not enough at all. You can't convince your audience doing that. So when you have proper gesture, when you know what you are trying to convey, and when you are doing it properly with as much necessary elements and postures and gestures needed, you do it better. You can even go bilingual. It's not necessary that you'll have to keep on speaking in English. So your focus should be the thing, and you'll have to convince your audience to accept the proposal that you're going to make. So even if you have to use a little bit of your language, first language, it's even okay, but the focus should be on communication, how you are communicating, in which way you are communicating. Are you having one smile on your face? Are you making eye contact properly? Or you are just hiding yourself and trying to cover everything that you have prepared just somehow and get rid of it, get rid of the situation. So these are the things that matter a lot actually.